When it comes to hot beverages here in Kenya, chai is the most consumed, and it's super versatile because you can enjoy at any time of the day. It's made with very basic ingredients like loose tea leaves, sugar, milk, and water. But in this recipe, I'm going to be showing you a very easy and simple, flavorful Swahili chai recipe, which is going to make your taste buds tingle because it's going to be so good. It's perfect to serve for your guests or for your family whenever you're feeling like whipping up some delicious, flavorful chai. You'll need a couple of spices for the chai recipe like ginger powder, cinnamon powder, star anise, and cardamom pods. You'll need some sugar, which you're going to adjust to your own liking. Loose tea leaves, you can also use tea bags. We have 2 cups of milk, 1 cup of water, and fresh ginger. So now we are going to get straight into making our chai. And I'm going to be placing a small pot over medium-high flame and add in a cup of water. Next, you're going to be adding in your loose tea leaves. Add in your spices, fresh ginger, wait for everything to come to a boil. Then you're going to reduce the flames to medium-low and boil your chai for around a minute or 2. Steeping your chai for around 1 to 2 minutes is going to let the spices infuse into the chai together with the black tea leaves. And when it comes to cardamom pods, they're super versatile because they're used in chai, cooking, or even baking, and they have a sweet and warm flavor. As for the star anise, it's going to add a sweet, strong flavor into the chai, while the ginger powder together with the fresh ginger is going to add in a spicy kick to the chai, while the fresh ginger and dried ginger is going to add in a spicy kick into the chai. Cardamom pods add in a warm and sweet flavor into the chai, and with all these spices, they are going to make the chai very flavorful. So next, you're going to be adding in your sugar. And as you can see, the tea is perfectly infused with the spices and tea leaves. So next, you're going to add in milk. Whenever you're cooking chai, always add in 2 parts milk with 1 part of water for that creamy look and taste. You're going to wait for the chai to come to a boil, which is going to take around 2 to 3 minutes. And also it's going to depend if you're going to be doubling or even tripling the ingredients to make some more chai for your family or for your guests. Then you're going to reduce the flames to low and boil your chai for around 1 more minute and let all the nice flavors infuse together, and you'll have some awesome chai. Once your chai comes to a boil, you're going to need a sieve. Then you're going to stir in everything. When it comes to adding sugar to your chai, always add in the right amount, especially if you're cooking some creamy chai, because once you add in too much sugar, after your first cup of chai, let me tell you, you're not going to be feeling so good because of the sugary taste and the creaminess of the chai. 2 minutes in, you'll notice that the tea leaves are fully infused in the chai. So now you're going to serve in a kettle or in a vacuum flask. I'm going in for a sip. Oh wow, the chai has a warm flavor, slightly sweet. We have a perfect gingery taste, which makes each sip truly worth it. And also, yeah, you can taste some star anise, which makes this chai super flavorful, delicious to try out.